we're leaving land for good. Well, not really.
We haven't moved a whole lot in the last month. So this is like kind of all new to us again.
This is the big time. We're moving the boat. We're going off grid for the next probably 4 weeks at least.
So we are in Port St. Lucie. Tonight we're gonna anchor in a spot called Peck Lake where we went about, well, I guess we moved 2 weeks ago. We went and anchored there for about a week. We may leave tomorrow to go down to West Palm, or we may hang out. There's gonna be a little front that moves through, so we may go early next week. We are all stocked up on food. We are going to be filling our water tanks and heading down through the Keys back to Port Charlotte. So we're hoping to find a few anchorages out in the backcountry area of the Keys.
To anchor, snorkel, and maybe fish.
Just relaxing and getting to actually use our boat rather than just sitting here at the dock.
It's been really painful, emotionally painful.
Yeah.
Because the boat has never been, I've probably said this already a million times, but it's never been in as good a condition as it is right now.
Yeah.
And here we are, stuck.
Yeah, we're gonna hopefully get to enjoy ourselves for a little bit here before we have to go put the boat away, go north, and have a baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
have a baby.
Show us your belly.
There's not really anything there yet.
There's a little human developing in there somewhere. So this is our boat in go mode. We've got our toy garage and then all of our extra food and things in the pilot berth, all our camera gear and computers, and we've got a big stand-up down below. There's a lot on this little boat, but we're ready to roll.
Cruising deep space in my motorhome. Gonna find a new rocking pocket there. And turn out the lights in my house. Gonna open the door in my house and walk right out of my house. Gonna look around on my own again. Heartbeat segways, post shows. Oatmeal potatoes and crafted marshmallows. I'm not as cool as my house. No, they're not as fun as my house. Not as big as my house, but I look around on my own again. I'm going out of my head, going out of my way to look for something or nothing. 'Cause maybe I'm missing out. Yeah, time is running out.
Lovely breeze on my skin right now. It's probably like, it's picking up a tiny bit.
Yeah.
It's probably like 12, 14 knots apparent. Cruising along at 4.5. And we're finally in 8 feet of water.
Oh, will you put the transmission into neutral?
Yeah. And this is awesome. This is a perfect first sail. 5.5 knots, bro.
Nice, with a dirty bottom. Bottom that hasn't been cleaned in 3 months. What a beautiful freaking day to be sailing.
Hey, do you think we're gonna be able to sail this next leg though, or are we gonna be right into the wind?
I don't know. Last time it was pretty tight like this here and we were still able to sail.
Rom just let out some water.
Oh yeah?
I think everything's okay down below. It's almost sunset. And we spent the last 2 hours just hanging out in the cockpit. Very nice. Hi over there. You're headless.
Now you're just ahead.
What are you reading?
I'm reading a book called Range, which is about sampling a lot of different things and not specializing until you find the thing that you should specialize in.
And does he tell you how you know when you find out?
I don't know, I probably haven't gotten that far, but it's Tiger Woods at one end, who started golfing when he was 2 years old, and his dad was a pro golf instructor and put him down the path of golfing, and that's all he ever did. And apparently Vincent van Gogh at the other end, who tried all sorts of different jobs until he finally settled on artist, and then tried all sorts of different styles of art. And apparently he was terrible at drawing and a whole bunch of other things until he finally, just 4 or 5 years before the end of his life, found the style that we all know him for.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Cool. Enjoy.
Thank you.
The next day, we tucked into Peck Lake to wait out the incoming weather. Calm anchorages like this may protect you from big seas and high winds, but unfortunately on a sailboat, there's not much you can do about lightning.
There's going to be a little front that moves through. You're joining us now immediately after hearing the loudest crack of thunder either of us have ever heard. It was disorienting and left us frazzled, trying to figure out what had just happened. We immediately jumped on the radio to check on everybody nearby.
Wow, that was close. Yeah, it was.
Someone said he thought he saw it hit that one, but
Who got hit?
that boat got hit.
Really?
I saw smoke coming off.
Roger, I saw them take the direct hit, and if you look at the top of their mast, you can see all the black smoke where it was impact. I've got a visual on them. They're both in the cockpit, moving around. They appear to be okay.
Unlike tornadoes and hurricanes, which usually follow some sort of semi-predictable path, lightning strikes so quickly and randomly that there's no warning before being struck. You can prepare to some degree if you know a storm is coming, but no amount of preparation will take the edge off when it does happen. And once you've been hit, it is very hard to forget.
What is that, about 200 feet from us?
Yeah. Did you see anyone else get hit?
I thought I saw it hit the catamaran, but what it was is the Reuben's mast was lined up behind it. I was mistaken.
Okay, yeah, roger that. We're at the boat in front of Greuven. We saw them direct hit as well. That was a big one. That was a lot bigger than what hit us.
We'd had our fair share of bad experiences with Mother Nature over the past year, suffering a lightning strike, a close call with a hurricane, and surviving a tornado, which had raised our anxiety levels about going through severe weather. This, on top of my pregnancy, was making it tough for me to cope.
I'm going to email you my phone number. I'm going to send you an email with my phone number. Hey, here with this rap music. Say again?
He'll email you his phone number!
Phone number not on the card? No. It's not on your card either. What's your phone number? Just give it to me. 375.
How can a boat so small sound so loud?
I thought I heard him say that his electrical panel is all welded.
I heard everything was fried. I thought that's what he said.
Yeah. Looks like most of this is gonna miss us now. Right in that little pocket is basically where we are right now. It's kind of like confirmation bias.
Yeah.
But I was sitting out here in the cockpit going all right, we're gonna take the brunt of this little thunderstorm here.
Mm-hmm.
And I could start to hear the thunder in the distance. And I started seeing lightning. There was one lightning strike that was right over there. I was like, man, this is gonna be right over the top of us. And I was sitting out here, and all of a sudden my ears started ringing. And then they changed their pitch of ringing. and I was like, we are gonna get struck by lightning again. Like, this is just, I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like that every time we have a storm. So all the times I haven't, I've been wrong, you know, but.
Sure. I don't know. It sounds, that sounds physiological though. Because like, I feel like plenty of times you can think you're gonna get hit, but if you felt ringing in your ears and...
Yeah. I mean, it was like...
And no, we didn't get hit, but the
Right.
boat right next to us got hit.
Yeah. 200 feet away. So, I don't know.
There was a huge cloud of black smoke.
Yeah. Black smoke was rising up off the mast for about, I don't know.
10 seconds?
Yeah, like 20 feet maybe.
Oh, more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the not fun part of sailing. Just being completely at the mercy of Mother Nature. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. You just feel like a sitting duck. We've got the end of the world party happening over here.
So peaceful right now.
It is.
I feel like it was even worse than last time, actually getting hit.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Why?
because we didn't even know it. We didn't know we were hit.
True.
And we didn't even think about what could be lost.
Alright.
What's for dinner?
Cereal!
Kirk's right. Right before we came inside, he said the good thing to know is those boaters are okay. And yeah, we're not hearing about boaters getting hit by lightning and they themselves getting hurt. Like, I don't know if I've ever heard of someone actually. I know obviously it's happened.
Sure, it happens.
Yeah, but, and there's much more catastrophic things that can happen, like your boat sinking or starting on fire or, well, that covers the catastrophes, I think. But pirates. No, I meant like from lightning strikes.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Usually it just destroys your stuff.
And scares the shit out of you.
It scares the shit out of you. So, I suppose on that scale, it's just not that bad. Still traumatic.
Yes, very. The following day, we had another big squall blow through. This time the wind was much higher, and while we were pretty confident in our own ground tackle, you never know about other boats in a busy anchorage. We're still holding.
Boat's on the port light?
Yeah. That is a lot of wind.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Sorry, Rom. You don't see anybody dragging in front of us, do you? That one was close. That was within a mile. We've taken to putting our most valuable electronics in the oven anytime there's a storm nearby. We've heard it can act as a partial Faraday cage. If you have any knowledge about this, we'd love to hear it in the comments below.
It's looking clearer that direction,
Okay.
which is good.
Yeah. Man, this was like 3 times as worse as yesterday.
Yeah.
We did not get this much wind.
No.
Come here and look at this thing. That's scary.
That is gnarly looking. Wow.
So it's noon, and that looks like sunset over there to the east. This is what we're seeing just above us. Oh, it's breaking up now a little bit. Yeah. Frogs are so stoic.
Look at the little friend that we made.
Like nothing bothers them.
He's probably super freaked out.
Hey, buddy.
He's so cute.
That's pretty incredible.
Red sky at night?
Yeah, well, there was red sky last night too.
No, there was not.
Yes,
Not
there
like-
was.
Not like this.
No.
Like on fire.
Yeah, it is. Good Lord. Does this make up for it though?
No. Nah, this is pretty though. A few days later, in an anchorage further south, another squall was forecasted to arrive, bringing hail and gusts up to 60 knots.
We just had what was forecast to be a pretty nasty storm system move through, and it didn't end up being all that bad. We're anchored in about 20 feet of water right now, which is probably the deepest we've ever anchored in.
Yeah, I think so.
Almost. When we set the anchor yesterday, we actually set it facing that way, and we knew the weather was going to come 180 degrees opposite. So we had about 100 feet of chain out, and when the first bit of winds spun us around, it was pretty clear we were dragging a little bit. We spun around and kind of stopped right about there. And so I actually ran forward and put out another 10 or 12 feet, maybe, I think.
Yeah, and
15
then
feet.
plus the bridle would be another 15
Plus
feet
the
on top
bridle.
of that.
Yeah, we had probably, I think 120 just went over the bow roller. We kind of let that sit and see how it did, and it still felt like we were dragging a little bit.
Oh, we were. Definitely. I mean, that's when we had
Okay,
the-
so that's when we moved back that little leg.
Yeah, that's when we moved from 150 feet to about 175.
When there was a little bit of a lull, we fired up Mr. Beak and put him in reverse to try and just feel the link up of the anchor. And then I backed down on the anchor a little bit just to make sure that it was snug in there.
And that was good. I mean, we saw it.
Yeah,
We saw it happen.
yeah, like when we felt to stop, and then we moved forward as soon as I backed off the throttle. But there was like not anywhere near as much wind as we thought there would be.
This was like a definite squall.
Yeah,
Right,
it was.
line. You know, like when we were 3 days ago, it was just like incessant.
Yeah, that was a
All afternoon, it was lightning after lightning storm after lightning storm, and just like, I mean, we had the biggest gust of wind when it started, but then there were still gusts.
yeah,
like,
it was
going.
blowing probably at least 40 knots for quite a while.
Yeah, I think we probably only saw 30 tops for this one.
Yeah,
Maybe
It's
maybe
unf-
twice.
it's unfortunate because our anemometer,
Our window-
anemometer,
Our window meter.
our wind speedometer is on the fritz, so we have no idea how fast the winds are anymore. We're just
Yeah,
taking swags.
yeah.
What does a swag stand for? It's something wild ass guess, but I can't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Stupid wild ass guess. Stupendous.
That sounds good. Stupid
Yeah.
wild ass guess.
Yeah. We're taking swags. Anyhow, we collected some more rainwater, which is
Yeah.
pretty sweet. We got, what, probably another
5 gallons.
5-6 gallons? Yeah. We're going to take double bucket showers tonight.
I don't ever feel the need to do that.
No? Okay, I'm going to take a double
You
bucket
indulge.
shower. Anyhow, I feel like we enacted good storm tactics this time.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was really good, backing down on the anchor. Like, I hadn't even really thought about that.
Yeah.
Well, what I hadn't thought about was doing it during the storm, during a lull, which I think was perfect. Because then we were setting it exactly where the wind was coming from.
And we knew we could feel it
Yeah.
when it set. And if we kept dragging, okay, now we know we either need to keep the engine running and like be ready to put it into gear in any gusts.
Yeah.
Or we need to try and hoist the anchor in the middle of the nastiness and
Yeah, that's
reset
the last
it,
thing
which-
that we would want to do. 100 feet of chain, have
Yeah.
to hoist that. Like,
without an electric windlass on the
Yeah.
bow with gusts blowing like crazy.
fortunately, pretty far out that way, out towards the channel where we came into this little spot, has pretty good depth.
We could have dragged for a quarter
Several
mile
hundred yards, yeah.
easily. All right.
Well, I'll take this one. This is nice.
Yeah.
It's like,
Give our boat a little bath because man, she was salty.
Yeah.
I should go and wipe down everything real quick. And got us a bunch of drinking water.
yeah.
Let's do more of those. The lightning wasn't too close either.
No, there wasn't much lightning.
Yeah.
All in all, good storm.
Here we go.
You got the big one!
It's ahi melon.